Three, two, one. What is up, party people? Today is January 30th. It is a Wednesday, so we're almost to that weekend. But where in the world did the rest of January go? Man, that flew by fast. And also, where did the meaning of this Apple billboard at CES go 3 weeks ago? Apple caring about privacy? Well, I'm sure Apple cares about privacy, but a bug kind of slipped under that billboard because here we are with group FaceTime now shut down ever since January 29th or January 28th at 10:42 p.m. Apple has shut down group FaceTime. You can't use it right now, even if you want to. Generally, Apple's pretty good at this bug fixing type of thing. Of course, they're this big, huge company. So a software update is going to be released later this week. So if you're watching any on other day than January 30th, 31st, or February 1st, well, their software update's probably out for you. But in iOS 12.1.13, over this past week from January around 18th to this January 28th date, for the past 10 days, people could access your camera and audio without you answering a FaceTime call. And it would work like this. You go into FaceTime, you go call someone, right? They don't pick up and they're just like, they're leaving it on red. And you kind of want to see what they're saying. And maybe they're like kind of talking smack behind your back. And they're like, oh, I don't want to answer this. Well, what you could do was swipe down, add yourself to the call, and that would make it so you could hear their audio with it still being on the answering call screen. And if by chance that person on the answering call screen hits the power button, then you could see the video without them even knowing it. And that would be, really invasion of your privacy. Just imagine you not wanting to accept a call and by chance you just hit your power button because you want to silence the phone and you're now getting a look in on their life. Woo. Privacy is just, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous feature. But at least Apple has now shut down, which is the right move to make. And for now, until Apple releases that software update, I'm just gonna sit in my corner. And even though Apple praises billboards like that one right here on them protecting your privacy, and we know the Facebook stealing your data, selling your data, that's what Google does, you really can't trust these big corporations. And I know I'm trying to like sound like all scary and I'm bringing down the mood, but seriously, these corporations want to make money. That is their first goal. So privacy is kind of secondary to that first goal. The one part where Apple really did live up to its whole privacy connotation was that they responded to this little bug fix really fast. I mean, not in a software update, but they shut down group FaceTime. As soon as the top probably engineer realized this, they shut it down. And now they've put out the press report that they're gonna get a software update later this week. So they were very quick to respond. And on the contrary, from Apple, if you go into the Android type of world, those software updates take weeks and months to come out, especially if you're not on the stock Android experience on a Google Pixel or OnePlus. Samsungs take a long time, but they're getting better overall. So I gotta give Android credit too. They're getting slowly better and better. And at the end of this video with the storyline, Apple has shut down group FaceTime. You might still be wondering, how in the world did someone discover this in the first place? Well, we know exactly how and we know exactly when. And this was founded by Grant Thompson, and he's a 14-year-old who just wanted to use group FaceTime to play some Fortnite and talk with his friends. He discovered this bug. He found this out just a week ago on January 19th on iOS 12.1.13, of course, but he found it not by adding himself to the group FaceTime call, which you could do by yourself if you want to test if this works, but he added another friend to the group FaceTime call while the other friend didn't answer, and he realized, wait a second, I could hear the person I'm trying to call that's not answering their audio. I could hear their audio. And then they test it out and then they press the home button and then they're like, oh, I can see their video too. And that's the story of how this bug was founded. But Apple has now patched it. Everything's now chill. Some people were even canceling their FaceTime, turning off FaceTime in general. I don't know if you go that extreme, but privacy was in jeopardy here. And Apple at least took the right measures to combat that jeopardy. And just to end it off, here's the mother of Grant Thompson trying to tweet out this little bug on January 20th that no one still knew about until a week later. I mean, News takes time to come out, people. News takes time to come out. But that is all we have for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow for the latest and greatest. And adios.
3, 2, 1.